So my name is Alison and I'm part of the community diabetes team. And we sometimes talk about food as being a really important thing to think about when you're managing diabetes, but it's not the only thing. And often when you're diagnosed with diabetes, it can be really tricky to know where to start. And often we just focus on changing those eating habits where we can. There's a number of other things that we can do that can really help with managing our diabetes, and these are things that we can do on a regular basis, and finding space in your day for these 5 S's can be really important, and they don't take a lot of time, and we can often fit them into our day-to-day routine as well. So the first S relates to sitting. And it stands for reducing our sitting time. So we're not designed to sit down all day, but modern life often means that we do sit down for big chunks of the day, whether that's when you're at work, on your laptop, whether it's for social time, whether it's watching the TV in the evening. There's lots of things that we often end up sitting down in the day for. But we're not designed to do that. So trying to stand up and move around every 60 to 90 minutes is really important. This doesn't involve doing anything mad, so you haven't got to go up and run around the block. It's just about standing up, walking around for 1 or 2 minutes, and then sitting back down again. So try to identify the chunks of the day when you're sitting down. Is it when you're watching the TV in the evening? Is it when you're at work on your laptop? And try and think about how you can break up your routine. Does it mean putting a timer on your computer or your phone to encourage you to stand up? Does it mean when you take a phone call in the office you're going to stand up? Or does it mean that you're going to use the ad breaks or the program changes to remind yourself to stand up and walk around? So that's our moving more, so less sitting. The next S is our number of steps. No need for the 10,000 steps. Of course, if you're able to do 10,000 steps, that's amazing, it's great. But for most of us, it's not practical or not achievable for a whole variety of reasons. So the key thing with steps is to just try and do a few more than you're doing at the moment. So could you do a few more steps tomorrow than you did today? So again, work out how to monitor your steps. Some watches will count your steps, most smartphones have got a step counter. So work out how many steps you're doing and think, okay, can I do a few extra tomorrow? The next S is for strength. So strength is about improving and maintaining our muscle mass. And again, I don't mean going to the gym and pumping a load of iron. What we're talking about here is just maintaining that muscle mass, building a bit more muscle. Muscle is so key for our health and well-being. Muscle is where you store your glucose. Muscle can help with reducing our risk of frailty going into older age. It can help with preserving our joints. And it's really great to really think about. We're never too young, never too old to really think about maintaining our muscle mass. And one of the ways you can do this is just by building some things into our daily routine. So for example, can you do 5 squats while you're waiting for the kettle to boil? Can you stand on one leg while you're brushing your teeth? Could you do a few sit to stand exercises while you're watching the TV? So again, let's work out what you can fit into your day. These are sometimes called exercise stackers, and they're things that we do while we're doing something else. The 4th S is sweating, getting the heart rate up for a short period of time every day. As little as 5 minutes brisk walk is enough for health benefits. So quite a small amount, so 5 minutes brisk walking is enough for health benefits. And the last S is not exercise related, it's to do with our sleep. So getting enough good quality sleep. The gold standard is 7 hours, so 7 hours of good quality sleep, undisturbed sleep, is what we're going to be aiming for. But again, that can feel like pie in the sky, unachievable. But any improvement on sleep quality and quantity that you might be able to do will be beneficial for health. Good for managing type 2 diabetes, but really good for helping with stress management. And remember that every time you wake up in the night, your blood glucose numbers are likely to go up because it's part of our wake-up mechanism. So trying to improve on that sleep quality and quantity can come with massive benefits. And the NHS have got a really great website called Every Mind Matters, and they've got some lovely top tips on there about how to improve your sleep quality and quantity. So that's it for me for this little bit. So that's your 5 S's. So see if you can incorporate some of those into your day-to-day activities. Thank you. Bye-bye.